Hi everyone, we're going to find the complex, in this case, cube roots, I forgot to type that in, of this equation right here. And here's your formula, and this is just an introduction, so we're going to go over this, and then on different videos I'm going to go over ones that are a little longer than this. So the first thing we want to do is to find the complex cube roots of this, and we want to leave our answers in polar form with the argument in degrees. So first we want to express this in polar form. And the way you do that is we're going to write this as find the magnitude, and by now you should be able to find the magnitude, which is the square root of -1 squared plus square root of 3 squared. And so by the time you get to this, you should know how to do this. So that's going to equal 2. So that's the magnitude. And then we have, we're just going to put our -1 over 2 plus the square root of 3 over 2. Put the I. And so we look for where, what trig function, sine or cosine, where we have -1/2 and square root of 3 over 2. And that's at angle 120 degrees. So you can kind of do it that way, or you can use the tan function and do it that way. Anyway, so basically when we write this, we're going to have 2 times cosine of 120 plus I sine of 120. All right, so we did that. And now what we want to do is know what our R is. Our R is 2, and our initial, that's what that 0 means, our initial angle is 120 degrees. So the 3 complex cube roots, so there's going to be 3 of this, and the way you do it is you're going to set, since we want this in degrees, I'm going to rewrite this as 360K. So let me rewrite that, and the way it's going to be is we're going to write ZK equals cube root of 2, because that's our radius, and we're looking at this formula here. We're just going to change this, and it's going to be cosine of 120 degrees over 3 plus, because that's our n is cube root, our n is 3, plus I sine of 120 degrees over 3. Okay? Oh, I forgot to add the plus k. So basically, let me forget. So basically, we forgot our plus k. I was thinking of something else. Plus 360 degrees times k over 3 plus I, and I didn't leave enough room, so I'm going to move it up here, plus I sine, and you do the same thing, 120 degrees over 3 plus 360 degrees k over 3. And when you simplify that, you're going to get ZK equals cube root of 2 times, let me move it over, so I know I'm going to run into the same problem. Let me move this over. So ZK equals cube root of 2 times cosine of 40 degrees plus 120 degrees K plus I times same thing, sine of 40 degrees plus 120 degrees K. Oops, K. All right, now we need 3 K's. We're going to let K equals 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so if we let K equal 0, and this is what we're going to do in the next slide. So we're going to do Z to the 0. If you do Z to the 0, you're going to get cube root of 2 times cosine of 40 degrees plus 120 times 0 plus I times sine of 40 degrees plus 120 degrees times 0. All right. Now, I'm going to take this off. So let me fix this a little. I had too many parentheses. Okay. So basically, when you simplify this, you're going to get c to the 0 is 3 cube root of 2 times cosine of 40 degrees plus I sine of 40 degrees. All right, so that's our first one. We had to find all the cube roots. That's the first one. Okay, the second one, we're going to do c of 1. So it's going to be cube root of 2 times cosine of 40 degrees plus 120 degrees times 1. And we're using the 1 here. Okay? Plus I times sine of the same. 40 degrees plus 120 times 1. You simplify that, and you're going to get cube root of 2 times cosine of 160 degrees plus I times sine of 160 degrees. All right, and we have to do one more because we're doing cube root. So now we're going to go ahead and do z2. And this is your k. So this is like we're doing zk. And we have our k 0, 1, and 2. We get cube root of 2, and it's going to be cosine of 40 plus 120 times 2. I'm not going to put the degrees, it just kind of takes too long, okay? Plus I times sine of 40 plus 120 times 2. You simplify that, you get the cube root of 2 cosine of 280 plus I times a sine of 280 degrees. All right? And that's how you find the cube roots, the complex cube roots of -1 plus square root of 3i. Now, one more thing I want to do is kind of show you what this looks like. And it's just a little graph real quick. So basically, c to the 0 is going to be up in here. And that's cube root of 2 times cosine of 40 plus I sine of 40. So we have 40 degrees here. I'll make it about like that. And I'll just put something here. Kind of try to make, it's going to be a circle here. And this is 40 degrees. Okay? And that is this one. And then for the second one, z of 1, it's going to be 160. 160 is 180 minus 20, so it's right in here. Or basically, you can say just adding 120 to this. So we're adding 120 to this, and you get this, something like this. Your r is still cube root of 2, and we're just going to act like that's it. So that's c of 1, which, if you recall, is cube root of 2 times cosine of 160 plus I times sine of 160. All right, and then for the last one, it's 280. So we can, we're going to add 120 again. So 280 is very close to 270. So there it is. And that's going to be z of 2. Let me move it over again. Z of 2, which equals cube root of 2 times cosine of 280 degrees plus I times sine of 280 degrees. Okay? And that's kind of what you're looking for. And then you have this circle here that goes around here. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.